All mixed up, DJ City and the Duke. 860-456-2164 with the request. DJCityandtheduke.com for everything else. You can listen live online.
To our guest,
Hi.
big ups. Introduce yourself, man. Let them know who you are.
What up? It's K-dubasis Runnindis, a.k.a. your girl calls me Kevin. You know?
Oh, by the government.
I'm here, you know, on air idiot show. Had to come up to my old stomping grounds here. Down the hall.
Yeah.
Down the hall.
In the old studio.
In the old studio, I cracked the mic on radio for the very first time 12 and a half years ago. In this building. On the air.
It's hard to walk in that room, yet alone pull off a show.
I walked in and was like, you know, wow. Because, man, I did my show there for 4 years.
Yep.
It was called Hip Hop Heaven, corny name, but it was every Thursday night from 11 to 2 a.m.
Oh, so you always missed out on Thirsty Thursdays then?
I did.
That's real dedication right there.
Yeah, man.
He's like, yo, do you want a Thursday night show? We're like, nah, I gotta go out and drink, man.
We were like, let's pick the night where we know we're not gonna do anything.
Nah, man. I mean, I missed that when I was in college. I admit it. I missed out on a lot because of the Thursday night show.
Yeah.
So I would be walking down campus with my backpack, you know, with all the CDs and everything, getting ready, and everyone else is on their way to a party because Thursday is party nights, man.
You know what though? If they were smart, and we should have thought of this, we could have been on the stereos at all the parties on Thursday.
That's right. That's right. You know, with the internet these days, you know, you blew it out of the water. You know.
I didn't think about that.
There you go. I come here to give you ideas. That's what I do.
We gotta do a second show on Thursdays.
WECS, get at us. Y'all know what it is.
And it used to be K-dubasis, but you know that was 9 years ago. So
okay.
You know.
Look, he's schooling us, man. Coming in, schooling us, letting us know what's up.
I feel very old right now.
It's all good. It's all
Between this and Jerry Rice and Emmitt Smith going in the Hall of Fame, I feel extremely old right now, let me tell you.
Oh, I got you. I
got you. You know, it's good to be here, though.
Now that people know you were on WECS at one point.
Yeah.
In your heyday. I wouldn't even call it your heyday. I guess your heyday is now. In your college heyday. Should we say that?
That's right.
Now that you're actually in commercial radio.
Yeah.
Is being in radio what you thought or expected it to be? I mean, because we're trying to break into it ourselves, but you're in the industry, so what do you think?
It's not what you expect it to be. Because when I was here, you know, doing the college radio thing, you play what you want, all right, and pretty much do what you want. I used to wild out. I used to have rappers coming in here, and there would be 4 or 5 rappers in here rapping, you know, and a cuss would fly, you know, and we would just have a ball.
Yeah.
And then you get the commercial radio and boom, smack right in the forehead. Because you got rules, you got regulations, you got the FCC up your butt, you got program directors that, you know, regulate everything, and the music is chosen for a reason. Mm-hmm. And you learn how rotation works. And, you know, unsigned artists want the records played, and they don't understand that it can't always happen the way they want. And it's a major reality check in major commercial radio compared to college radio.
Now, is that why you tried to kind of stick with a mixed show? You like the format that you were in?
Well, no, that just kind of sort of happened. You know, when I got hired at Hot, I was doing mixed shows on Friday and Saturday nights back in 2001, and working with all the mixers, all the DJs. And and then I got into the regular rotation. You know, I would do shifts during the day, and I did that for a good 5-year stretch. And the show on Saturday with DJ Bigg Mann just kind of took off.
Yeah.
And then I got another gig at Connecticut School of Broadcasting, and I became the director there. And I didn't have the time to do the day shifts anymore and all that. So I just ended up with just that Saturday show, and which worked out because it was building anyway. So now, you know, everyone pretty much knows the On Air Idiot show, and it's, if you go to the station website, it's a specialty show on the station.
So we vibe off each other the way you and Biggs vibe off each other.
Right.
And that was kind of our question regarding Bigg Mann. I mean, did you guys know each other before you got into radio, or how did that happen? Like, it just happened you guys were so charismatic with each other?
We actually didn't know each other at all. before we got onto the show. We're both from the area. I'm from East Hartford. He's from Hartford. He's a few years older than me. So, I mean, we didn't know each other. So we met at the station. How did the chemistry come about on air? It's just time together on air. That's really what it was. And then our personalities kind of meshed. You know, I'm kind of the silly, goofy, crazy guy, and he's kind of the straight guy. But he can also be silly and goofy too, and I can also be serious. And we just it just went together. It just meshed real well.
Aside from that, you guys just kind of, just from working with each other, that's how you guys kind of, you know, worked out your, I guess, niche.
Yeah.
But
we argue. Don't get it messed up. Don't get it messed up. Don't get it messed up. It's like when you do a show with somebody for so long, it's like a marriage. Pause. Yeah. It's like a marriage, okay? So, you know, off air, you're going to have arguments. You're going to have disagreements. Sometimes we argue on the air.
Yeah.
And that's just the nature of our show and the realness of our show. Sometimes it happens. We'll disagree. I get thrown under the bus quite often because I tend to put my personal life out there. So, you know, I may say something and he may go in on me about it, and I just take it on air. But we do argue. I mean, we're peoples, we're friends. But you know, I will punch him in the jaw if I have to.
With our show, we really kind of talk about everything together. It's not just DJ City's show. It's not just the Duke show. We talk about it beforehand. We meet up before the show every week and we discuss, you know, what new music we're going to play, who do we want to promote, artist-wise, you know. Does that work the same way with you and Biggs, or how does that work?
Well, in the beginning, we would just freestyle it. I'd say for a good maybe 4 or 5 years.
Oh, wow, that long?
We wouldn't know what we were doing until we got there, and it still worked. And then it got a little serious. Because what happened is we became so popular on the web, and we started getting picked up by, you know, NotRight.com, ThisIs50.com, VladTV.com. We started getting picked up by these big GlobalGrind.com, these big websites. So the show became bigger and viral. It became national and worldwide instead of just Connecticut. So then we had to get serious. So now we have a on-site producer who people know on the air as Carl, the idiot intern. And then we have an off-site producer. We got the schmuck. And then we got my man TJ Sonic. You know, he does a lot of our web stuff. And then there's me and Big. So we got a staff. We got a staff. It isn't necessarily part of the station.
Yeah.
But we got to do what we got to do on the outside to get to where we want to go. And everybody plays their part, you know?
You ever hear a song when you're listening to other stuff and go to them and say, you know, I want to interview this person? Or is it mostly they come to you and say, hey, what do you think of this?
For interviews?
Yeah.
Some interviews fall on our lap. Like this past Saturday, I got a text message saying Mr. Cheeks from the Lost Boys was going to call in. And it was unplanned. It was unplanned. I threw a text message to Schmuck and said, please get me some talking points ASAP. And we had an hour to put that together. Other times, interviews are set up. Sometimes we'll have a whole month set up in advance. Like last month in January, we had Wordsmith check in. We had a few cats. I'm going off the top of my head right now, but you know, we'll book the interviews ahead of time and just get it popping. Because at the end of the day, the interviews are the bread and butter. Yeah. Because the interviews are what makes the NotRight.com, the GlobalGrind.com. Yep. That's what goes out there for the world to see. Mm-hmm. So now, you know, whether it's record execs or whoever, they know who on-air idiots are. So they want their artists to interview with us. Like we got an interview coming up with Jimmy Rollins, the leadoff hitter for the Philadelphia Phillies. Yeah. Working on Ocho Cinco right now.
Nice.
From the Bengals. So the interviews are getting bigger and bigger. But we still interview the underground cats. Yeah. And that's something that a lot of commercial radio stations don't do. We interview Wordsmith, who's very underground. We interview Slum Village. You know, we interview Joel Ortiz. You know, we interview these cats, and words got around, Talib Kweli, and they come to us. And we're even doing porn stars now, too.
Love it.
We did Pinky the Porn Star.
Nice.
You know, that was a good interview. Of course, like YouTube took it off.
Really?
I guess it was that nasty. YouTube yanked it, and we got a little warning. But you know, yeah, interviews are bread and butter, man. They got to be, because that's what gets out there for the world. You know, they're all on onairidiots.com if anyone wants to check them out. You know, topics and interviews all day, every day. YouTube. I own YouTube. I should have stock in YouTube. My life is on YouTube.
I was checking it out.
I go to the bathroom on YouTube. Go
I was
ahead.
checking it out. Twilight?
Yeah. That was one of my webisodes, aka webisodes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know what? You know what those webisodes
They're
are?
funny though.
Thank you. Those webisodes are me putting myself out there too, on an individual level. Because at the end of the day, people know on-air idiots.
But they don't get to know you.
They don't get to know me unless they're listening to the show. So I do those webisodes, or webisodes as I like to call them, you know, so I can get stuff off my chest, and I can swear, I can express myself how I want to express myself, like I can't on this microphone.
What is it about swearing that just...
It's a
Sentence
release.
enhancers.
It's a release.
Sentence enhancers. That's
Sentence
what I'm gonna say.
enhancers. I
But
like that.
by people watching that, then they can connect more with you on your actual show.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. You want people to feel like they know you.
Dude's hate.
Yeah. So you want people to connect with you. I want, like, one of the webisodes I did was I had an accident in the shower.
Yep, we just watched that on the way in,
Right.
before we came in.
So it was a painful situation. I was in pain. My boys were very hurt. So, and I cut the video in pain and put it out there. And I can't tell you how much text messages, how many Facebook messages, how many Twitter messages, how many MySpace messages I got of girls asking me if my boys are okay.
Yeah. So they care.
I had the internet going nuts. You know, pun intended. And, you know, very inappropriate, but they connect. And they know that it's real. Like, oh, he was really in pain. I can't believe that happened. You know, so then, you know, I go and do my radio show. You know, somebody might check in and make a comment about it.
Waiting for you to reference it or something because they know about it.
Yeah, and I never referenced it.
Yeah.
I never referenced it on the show, so it was some exclusive stuff, I guess, if you will.
If you're just tuning in, all mixed up, DJ City and Duke, we got K-dubasis
Runnindis!
in studio tonight. You know him from Hot 93.7's On Air Idiots.
Yes.
860-456-2164 with the request. DJCityandtheDuke.com to listen live online. K-Dub in studio.
2164!
Yes,
456-2164. I used to scream that number out for 4 years, man. Awesome.
Yes, same phone number, huh?
Awesome. Same
Crazy.
number. Same number. Yeah,
Now,
man.
what was the last year you were actually here?
2001.
01, okay.
Yeah. I did my last show in May 2001. It was sad. I was sad.
And they did they have anything like streaming online, nothing like that?
Nah, there was no streaming online, man.
No.
Old school, baby. I don't know. Again, it's making me feel old, but yeah, the internet wasn't that big back then. It really wasn't that big. It really wasn't. So.
And now it's. I mean, we have our loyal listeners that listen every week. Thanks everybody for listening.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's people. We put our podcast up on Podomatic.com.
Yeah.
And then and from there it goes to iTunes.
Yeah.
A couple days later, and just hundreds and hundreds of people from everywhere.
Yeah.
And we'll get. I mean, so that's the way to go.
Yeah.
So I mean, what do you guys do? You know, obviously Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, have you seen it exponentially grow just from that? People in like different states that you know listen.
Yeah.
That wouldn't normally have heard the show.
Yeah. YouTube has opened up the doors for everything. We started our YouTube page in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking 3 years of solid putting stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we got listeners and fans from different countries, never mind different states. As far as people checking in, yeah, they log on and they stream it live on the web. Like a few weeks ago, Lumi D was listening. So she hit Big Man on the Twitter you know, and then it got into this whole thing where, you know, I was talking about how I'm gonna bag her. Yeah, and I still am, and so I hit her up on the Twitter, and I told her I'm gonna end up being her favorite white boy, and she took that and she retweeted it out, saying I'm gonna be, you know, Runnindis is my favorite white boy. So I mean, there's, you know, public figures and celebrities listening too.
Yeah.
You never know who's listening. Because the web, again, the web just opens the door so crazy, it's not even funny, man. It's not even funny. And another thing, it brings more haters, too.
That's what we want to talk about.
And I got to tell them to throw up on themselves.
Yep.
But if you go to one of our YouTube videos and you look at the blogs underneath, you're going to see people that like it, and you're going to see even more people that don't like it.
But they're listening.
They're listening. They're watching. And, you know, I've been called everything, man. The corny white dude.
The song's for the haters, by the way.
The corny white dude. You know, I have no place in this business. You know, I shouldn't be doing that. You know, my laugh gets on their nerves. My voice gets on their nerves. Or they'll make fun of Big Mann's weight or something like that.
Yo,
Yeah.
but you know, his name is DJ Bigg Mann. Like, you expect him to be skinny?
Yeah, but these bloggers, man, they're ruthless, man.
That's what that
They're
was a question I
ruthless.
had for you.
Yeah.
How do you? I mean, apparently you do have haters. That was one of the questions.
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
have haters, but how do you handle them?
I usually say thanks for listening.
Yeah,
That's all
any
you can
listener's
do.
a good listener.
Yeah, any listener's a good listener. Or I just kill them with kindness. I appreciate it, no doubt. Appreciate it. You know, you gotta have thick skin to be in show business. Period. Never mind radio. So I mean, you know, you're always gonna get people that hate. I just throw up on yourself. If I make you sick, man, if I make you sick to your stomach, throw up on yourself. And that's it. That's it.
It's like our every show's got their signature sound clip.
Yeah, of course. We gotta throw up on yourself. You know, tell them why you're mad. Throw up on yourself really took off though.
Big time.
You know, that was just a little catchphrase I came up with a long time ago, and, you know, and then I got the big voice from the station to do the drop. Throw up on yourself. And, boy, let me tell you, it took off, man. It took off. And then we came up with the Throw Up on Yourself Award,
Yep.
which we do every Saturday at 11:30 p.m. And, you know, we give nominations to people that gain success throughout the week. So, like, for example, this Saturday coming up, Jay-Z's going to be up for an award because he was all over the Super Bowl. So anyone that doesn't like Jay-Z is at home throwing up on themselves. Like, I can't believe this dude is on the Super Bowl. I mean, that was hella promotion for Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad looked at me and said, that's Jay-Z, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 63-year-old white man, okay?
Yeah.
So Jay-Z's got to be up for that award next Saturday.
Yeah.
So that's just an example. So the Throw Up on Yourself award is big, and then we came up with the Golden Bib. The Golden Bib is the award, you know, and we give that out, man. And shouts to everyone locked down in jail, because a lot of our listeners.
Yeah, Bergen CI is that big with us.
Yeah, and we get a lot of mail, and we get art, like they draw for us, and I put it up on the Facebook page now and stuff. And when I was here at WECS, a lot of cats that were locked down used to listen. I wonder if anyone that used to listen to me is listening right now.
Well, and it surprises, but I want to say maybe 3 or 4 weeks in, out of nowhere, we had like 10, 15 calls
Yeah.
from prison where these dudes were like, hey, we just want to let you know we're listening. They like had it on. I guess there was a bunch of people sitting around,
Word.
which is cool.
Yeah.
Word.
We're entertaining them, you know.
Absolutely.
So
I get cats that come out of jail, and I'll meet them out and about, or they'll hit me up on Facebook and just be like, yo, I just want to tell you I appreciate you. You know, you had me laughing for 3 years, for 4 years, or whatever. And, you know, even though they're locked down and a big part of society doesn't feel those kind of people, whatever, throw up on yourself, they're a big part of me getting up and doing that show every Saturday. Because there's always going to be a day when you don't feel like doing your show. It's just human nature. Whether you're sick or you're under the weather or, you know, you're ticked off about something. Maybe you don't want to do the show. But when you think about the people that are listening faithfully every Saturday, and they need you to give them the Throw Up Award, to give them the Idiot Fact of the Week, to give them the Topic of the Week, to give them the Unsigned Showdown, to give them Poets Corner. Those are the segments.
Yep.
And then you go in there, you suck it up, and you do it.
No doubt. If you guys are just tuning in, all mixed up, DJ City and the Duke, we got K-dubasis Runnindis.
AKA your girl calls me Kevin.
Yes, yes. It's about that time. We got to wrap.
It's Lil Weezy, yeah.
K-Dub in studio.
Yeah. I beat it like a cop, yeah.
So speaking of Weezy, since he's got his hand in everything in hip hop,
Yeah.
pretty much at this point.
Yeah.
What's your take on the state of hip hop right now?
It's the same as it was. Commercial music is getting all the play. And, you know, my opinion, the good music is on the underground and not on the radio.
Yeah.
And until that changes, we got a problem.
We're in the Soulja Boy era.
We got a major problem.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you got people out there criticizing hip-hop music based off of the radio.
Yep.
And until the record labels and the radio change up their ways and come to a happy medium, we have a problem.
There's fewer and fewer total quality albums.
Right. If major commercial radio, that's why, you know, you gotta love college radio. You guys can play pretty much whatever you want. So, but commercial radio, until they're gonna throw a quality joint in rotation, or until they're gonna throw a Sean Price in rotation, the people listening that are force-fed the music, you know, they're not gonna have a clue. They think that hip-hop music is Soulja Boy, Lil Wayne, T-Pain, etc. And until it changes, we have a problem.
Duke, 860-456-2164, DJCityandtheDuke.com is where you can listen live online.
Yeah.
Sign the guest book, please.
Yeah. I signed it.
Vote in the web poll.
I voted.
Oh, yeah, who'd you vote for?
I don't know. Kissing your ass right now.
He voted for me. Calm down.
I don't know, man. I'm probably winning by now.
We'll see. We'll see.
Just saying.
Anyway, last talk break.
Yeah.
We're talking about kind of garbage MCs versus good MCs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have your top 5? Do you say fave MCs of all
We're
time?
going greatest.
Greatest.
We're going greatest?
Because that's how we usually, I mean, we always say favorite, but we mean, it's greatest.
Okay. Greatest, my opinion. I got Hove number 1
Okay.
for body of work and consistency and influence on pop culture and you know, skill. 2, very close second. I have KRS-One. I mean, the dude's got like 16 albums. You know, people stopped following KRS like after I got next, but he dropped an album like 6-7 more albums.
Yeah.
It's just on the underground. So KRS number 2. 3, I gotta go with Nas. 4, I gotta go with Pac. 5, I go with LL.
LL.
Yeah.
All right.
Not a huge fan, but I put him in there.
Yeah.
And you're probably wondering where's Biggie, right? Right. That's what most people.
I'm wondering.
Big fan. Grew up with him, but you know, I think you have to be fair. Unfortunately, there's not a huge body of work.
It's true. Yeah.
And we
2
can't.
albums, really.
I don't think that we can call Bo Jackson the greatest running back of all time because of his injury. He had to stop playing football.
That's
so,
true. I never thought about it that way.
No disrespect to Biggie Smalls, you know, Ready to Die is one of my favorite albums of all time. But and Eminem's right there. He's right there. He's teetering into the top 5, but he needs another album.
One more like classic album and he's there.
Yeah.
Hove
Nice.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You just can't. I don't think anybody's consistency matches up.
And Rakim's right there too, but you know he took 5 or 6 years off.
Yeah.
You know, actually, well, more if you consider we've been waiting for his album for a while. It just dropped, but you know, M and Rakim are right there on the outskirts of the 5. To me, it's my opinion.
Dub, what do you got going on
A lot.
Whether with the show or outside the show, what do you got going on right now and even in the future?
Well, first and foremost, it's On Air Idiots all day, every day. That's the main goal, to get that show syndicated and worldwide. So we're striving for that right now. Still advancing the YouTube page. Other than that, you know, I'm the co-founder of the New England Music Seminar along with my man June Archer. And we're going on our 4th year. And that's coming the second Saturday in October at the Bushnell Theater. Looking forward to that. If you're an unsigned artist or a producer or anybody, even in a rock band, you need to be there, period. Because we bring the industry to Connecticut. You know, why? You know, we're bringing it there. So get your business cards right, get your notebooks ready, and be at the New England Music Seminar.com the second Saturday in October. That's, you know, we're working on the 4th one right now. So that's a big thing. General manager of a production house called Resolution Digital Media. Video, audio, the whole 9 yards. Anybody can do video.
Yeah.
We make graphics move. We make it blow up. I can put you in front of a green screen and put you in Paris, France, and then make your head blow up right off your shoulders. So we're on that Hollywood-ish right now. We're green screening. So, you know, that's a lot of work right there as well. I have my own company as well, 730. And I tend to work on music here and there too. Don't be surprised.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a hobby.
Okay.
It's a hobby. But with my web presence, I get a lot of people listening, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. At this point, I'm just going to go to the bathroom on YouTube and just see how many people watch. That's
I mean, it's
that's where I'm at right now.
the way YouTube works. They've got 1 million hits in like 2 days. If somebody did that.
Yeah, man. So that's it, man. It's heavy grind right now. You know, shouts to all my people. But the big thing is On Air Idiots. I mean, that's the dream. That's the goal. I've been on radio for 12 and a half years. So
12 and a half years in the Connecticut area.
mhm.
If you could be in any radio market, where would you want to go and why?
I think New York.
Well,
I think New York because it never sleeps.
mm-hmm.
You know, you could be on at 4 in the morning and have it cracking. You know, but if you're syndicated, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're everywhere.
Exactly.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want to be syndicated, and if I can pull it off and we can still do it from Connecticut, that's what I would choose. So, you know, branding and marketing is the key. It's the key. Inappropriate's awesome. In fact, I may steal that from you and make it famous this Saturday.
Oh, man.
You're a hit. You're a hit. No, sir. But no, I like inappropriate a lot. Our show is somewhat inappropriate sometimes.
You might need it.
Yeah. You know, I'm thinking about breaking up with my right hand Saturday for Valentine's Day. But, what was I not? This is college radio, right?
You can say whatever you want.
I say it on my show.
Yeah, man.
Clearly inappropriate. Oh boy. But yeah, we do some crazy things on the show. Definitely.
That's what keeps people interested, though.
Yeah, and we make fun of Carl, the idiot intern, quite often because he's got a massive hairline. Massive.
How old is he?
Oh man, he's early 30s. He's older than me.
I say he's a young gunner with a hairline already, man.
Oh yeah,
It's not
yeah.
a good look at
Yeah,
22, you know, with a receding hairline.
Yeah. And we don't pay him. It's awesome. We
Really?
we give him stipends for the snack machine.
Nice.
Yeah.
He gets paid salary 75 cents at a time.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, good show. Here you go. Boom. He goes and gets a Snickers bar. If it's a real good show, he goes and gets some Reese's Pieces. You know.
Nice.
Boom. M&M's with the peanuts.
That's the life.
Yeah. You know. So we have fun. We definitely have fun. But you guys have fun too. And
Absolutely.
I appreciate coming through. I appreciate you guys having me.
Thanks for coming out. For those that are just tuned in, we are saying goodbye, I guess. To,
Yes.
Mr. K-dubasis Runnindis.
That's right, a.k.a. your girl calls me Kevin. But you guys are on the right path.
Thank you very much, sir. We
So
appreciate it.
Keep doing what you're doing.